Today, TDN Africa media visited schools around the peninsula, in Goderich community, Ogo Farm, and other communities to cover the commencement of the 2023 West African Senior School Certificate Examination. I had the opportunity to talk to heads of schools, teachers, invigilators, and students participating in this year's examination. So I'm going now to interview the heads of school. Sir, may I know your name and the school you're teaching?
My name is Reverend John S. Abdullahi. Yeah, I'm the editor, founder of the school, head of the school. We are Grace International Junior and Senior. It came for Obama. Goderich.
Nice meeting you, sir, Mr. John. And like I told you, TDN Africa, we are visiting schools around the peninsula as West African Senior School Examination is going on. We want to see how heads of schools have prepared so much to send their students to take this year's exams. To start with, as the WAS exams is commencing today, I want to know, how do you anticipate assessing the outcome of this year's result in the school?
Well, since they have started today, well, I know we have already prepared our students. I have 36 number candidates taking the exam. Yes. My center is Newville, center 884. There's my center 4. There's my center, there's my here. And they are there right now, taking BM today. They are well prepared. Yeah. Prepare them well to take the exam.
So what measures are in place to ensure that integrity and the security of this year's WAS examination process is going on smoothly and at the center where you send your students to take the exam?
Yeah, because none of my teachers are allowed to be there, or either I know that is out of it. So I know the WAEC have prepared their supervisors to be there to supervise them, to oversee how best they are taking their exam. So I know WAEC or Minister of Education is doing that. But I know that they are well set there.
So how do you collaborate with teachers in the schools and other staff members to coordinate the WAS preparation and support for your candidate?
Yeah, because my teachers taught them very well the syllabus, the WAS syllabus subjects, so they are well prepared. Really, there is only thing. When they are there now, the center, because my teachers taught them very well the syllabus, the WAS syllabus subjects, so they are well prepared. Really, there is only thing. When they are there now, the center, I am not supposed to be there, neither my teachers. No, it is out of bounds. So just send them there for the WAEC to visit them, to supervise us. They are there from WAEC or Ministry of Education. That is their responsibility. So all we know, they are there to take the exam until the exam finishes.
Yeah. So finally, what advice or guidance would you give to heads of schools, heads of other schools who are preparing also their students for this year's WAS exam?
Yeah, my advice to them is that let them really teach their candidates well, let them prepare them well. Yeah, so they advise that no exam practice will be taken there. I'm a pastor, I'm against that. That's why I never show face there. I never get there to even watch them. No. Yeah, so I'm talking to my colleagues to really prepare their pupils well. Yeah, let them teach them well so that we can do something. Because our past exam, our candidate did well. Like the 2022 exam, I have it here. They all have their university requirement. 2020 also they all. 2019 also they try. Not against that. That's why I never should face there. I never get there to even watch them. No. Yeah, so I'm talking to my colleagues to really prepare their pupils well. Yeah, let them teach them well so that we can do something. Because our past exam, our candidate did well. Like the 2022 exam, I have it here. They all have their university requirement. 2020 also they all. 2019 also they try. Not all, but they try. But those 2 years that I've told you, it was excellent. Yes. So that's why we have to prepare our candidates well. We have to advise my teachers to prepare well in teaching them this subject.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving me the privilege to conduct this interview to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your excellent work. Yeah.
Your name and the school you're teaching and what subject are you teaching?
My name is Sisi. My name is Sisi. To be specific. I'm teaching Grace International Secondary School at NHK. I'm teaching integrated science for the JSS level, and SSS I'm teaching further mathematics and chemistry, the science faculty.
Okay. So how do you prepare for your students for this was exam in your school? How do you prepare?
Actually, like for the past years, we've done well, and for this also, I've worked towards the syllabus, try at least to cover everything, part of it, and I've done it well, and now they have prepared well, so that they are taking the examination in their centers, and I hope fully everything is okay there. But like, even me, as to be specific, I don't have chances to go there, and we never go there till the examination ends. I prepare them well, and I hope they will work towards the syllabus I've taught them.
So, Mr. Sise, as a teacher who has been preparing your students to take the exams, how do you communicate with your students and their parents about the expectations and demands for this was exam? About the expectations and demands for this was exam? How do you communicate?
Like for the parents, like we do normally call for parents meeting for each term at least twice for every Sunday, and we'll call them for a meeting, discuss some issues that they should not only we the teachers should be helping them at school, but they should also they have a role to play in their various homes. Yeah. As we are here to teach them about the syllabus and everything as well like that. So we have done that well, as well as the parents also. Same thing.
Okay. Listen, Sise, again, I know even though you did not accompany your students to the examination, to their examination center, but I believe you must have given them advice. And what advice do you actually give the students on how to manage their time and the stress during the examination?
According to the way we operate here, like the advice I gave them, like to be time conscious and not to go against the rules and regulation of the examination, to abide to all rules and regulation, not to involve in any malpractice there. These are some of the advice I give them, and to be focused on their work.
Well, I believe you must have given them advice. And what advice do you actually give the students on how to manage their time and the stress during the examination?
According to the way we operate here, like the advice I gave them, like to be time conscious and not to go against the rules and regulation of the examination, to abide to all rules and regulation, not to involve in any malpractice there. These are some of the advice I give them, and to be focused on their work, not to do anything so far that is against the rules and regulation of the examination. That's the advice I give them, and I hope you work towards that.
Thank you so much for TDN Africa Media. Amadu Ezekiel Koroma reporting. Thank you, Mrs. Thank you so much. May I know your name and the school you're attending?
My name is Elisabeth. I'm attending Newell Christian Academy School.
I can see you're excited when coming from the hall. How will you describe your overall experience taking the WAS this year? Is it your first time of taking the WAS?
Yes, sir.
So can you share your experience?
The WAS, most times, though, like my colleagues that have already taken the WAS, most times they used to tell me that the examination is hard. As for me, when I saw the questions today, it was not that hard for me. The only problem with me is that I did not study most of them. That is why, but the way they were just criticizing the WAS, it's hard for me today. It's okay.
So you want to say the examination is simple?
Yes, it's simple. It's only left to me because I didn't study.
So what lesson do you learn from this first paper you've taken today? What lesson do you learn?
I just need to study. I need to study for the next one.
Okay. And again, can you share an insight into the formats and the structure of the WAS this year? How it's been structured? I believe your friends have told you about the WAS, and today is your first experience of going into the exams wall. Can you just give us how the exam is being structured in terms of the questions, in terms of, you can just explain how the exams is being structured.
Like I said before, the exam is not that the way my friends used to say it. Examination, the exam is hard, the all is tight, But as for me, I'm very okay. I sat the WAS today and I studied most of the things that I saw and I wrote it, and I have some support and from colleagues, friends, teachers, and it was nice. I'm very, very okay now.
Okay. So how the questions are? Do you have objectives, or the questions are just based in theory?
Both objective and theory.
All right. Thank you so much. And again, let me go to the next one. Yes, you can come.
Okay,
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. May I know your name and the school you're attending?
My name is Junior Boy. I am attending the Leone Christian Academy School.
Okay. Is it your first time of sitting the exam?
Yeah, sure. This is my first time.
Okay. Okay. What subject did you take during the WAS, and how did you prepare for each of them?
For my own department, I selected 8 subjects, and I prepared equally for all of them.
So can you yes?
Okay, the subjects.
Yeah, can you name them?
I have 4 compulsory, which is math, English, cost accounting, financial accounting, and 4 selective, which is economics, business management, health science, and agriculture.
So how prepared are you in each of these subjects?
I'm well prepared, sir.
So what can you say in the first in this subject today?
I taken the business management. It was so good. I tried my best, although no one is perfect, but I tried my best.
Okay. Are you faced with any challenges you want to share? For being that this is your first time of taking the exam?
First, the confidence was one, and I was panicked somehow. But it's okay now.
Alright. So, do you have any message to tell your friends who are also taking the exams?
The only thing I should tell them, I think, is they should study.